term compliance refers to how well business firms, companies, corporations, and organizations ensure that they are following all rules, regulations, and policies. It encompasses the development, implementation, and monitoring of all practices, procedures, and training. Without such practices, the business is susceptible to risk and legal liability. Managing compliance in many industries can be a monumental task. Industries in the payment card, healthcare, aviation, information security, financial, pharmaceutical, engineering, biotech manufacturers, energy, and many other industries are all required to deliver mandatory compliance training and be ready to verify its completion for auditors at any time. This is in addition to more typical HR-related compliance requirements of companies in general. One can get pretty lost in the alphabet soup of acronyms of government and industry regulations and standards, even in the US alone. For example, information security regulations exist to help protect against data breach, financial regulations protect against fraud, and safety regulations are designed to protect workers from harm. Examples in the United States include Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, Sarbanes-Oxley Act, and Occupational Safety and Health Administration regulations, and SOC 2, Service Organization Controls for Cloud Data Security. Worldwide standards include the General Data Protection Regulation, born out of the EU in 2018, and are driving tighter international standards as well. While they only protect European citizens, corporations worldwide that serve them must adhere to the toughest privacy and security law. Completion of mandatory training on these regulations needs to be tracked and well documented with periodic audits to validate having complied. Standards include workplace and manufacturing quality standards, such as the ISO 9000 series, the QS 9000 series for the U.S. auto industry, and good manufacturing practice standards. In startup organizations and maturing corporation entities, tracking compliance training is often done with spreadsheets and even more arcane methods of text documents and paper and pencil. These workarounds may seem plausible at the time, but are not truly addressing the business need and are actually short-sighted. Do some analysis around the true cost of current methods. It's helpful to estimate the additional headcount and hours of administrative burden that makeshift solutions are costing the business, albeit indirectly. Be cognizant of the effort required for accurate reporting at the time of the audit and the increased potential for human error and intentional altering. Either way, you're going to pay. It's just a matter of which currency type, time or money. Further justification can be made with risk mitigation and analysis. Assessing risks allow you not only to identify discrepancies and their likelihood of occurring, but also their potential impact on your business. Paying fines for non-compliance of federal, state, and international regulations can be far more costly than the upfront cost of purchasing and implementing a system with accurate, auditable data. For example, of a fine, GDPR penalties max out at 20 million euros or 4% of global revenue, whichever is higher. Furthermore, data subjects have the right to seek compensation for damages through litigation. By reviewing and tracking how much money any compliance violations may cost your business, it will help you justify your business case for requesting budget to mitigate these compliance issues with a more robust and suitable solution, and can go in your project charter in support of the business needs. In regulated industries, one must be able to demonstrate their skills and competencies in using certain equipment or properly following safety procedures in order to be qualified for a role or task. Observational assessments are especially relevant in the manufacturing, automobile, and healthcare industries, where specialized technique validation is crucial. Auto assignment can schedule courses and classes based on employment status and role changes as learners are added to appropriate groups. Integration of the LMS with an HRIS can greatly facilitate these auto assignments. In regulated industries, employees are required to be certified before being on the job and need to be recertified on a regular basis to remain qualified. This need can be driven by legislation or standards imposed by a specific industry or company. Examples include workers in the nuclear industry or air traffic control, who need to keep skills up to date and at optimal performance levels. Support for recurring certifications greatly facilitates this. Automatic notifications to managers and their direct reports upon failure to complete compliance training on time. Automated notifications of any upcoming expiration, ideally with admin configurable advance notices and auto reminders until completed. Real-time data is important so that you can be prepared to show your compliance numbers to auditors at any moment and know it's current. Be able to create your own ad hoc reports on the fly so that you have access to any combination of data auditors might ask for the outside the canned reports the system provides. Schedule automated reports pushed to managers' inboxes on their direct reports, including current and upcoming expirations. As you can see, compliance is a key component of any business, and a learning management system provides you the tools that you need to stay current.